Hello everyone, I'm Nicholson Sherdian representing Harbin Institute of Technology Shenzhen alongside my teammates Dylan Surja and Agnes Soredoyo. Today, we are presenting our strategy to reignite Bang Berry's frontline. Our core mission, shifting Berry away from a traditional credit push approach and toward an ecosystem-driven graduation chain. So, let's start with the current landscape. Bunbury is facing what we could call a trilemma. On paper, things look fantastic. The combined loan portfolio has hit a massive 701 trillion rupiah. However, this masks a concerning paradox. While the loan book grows, our active micro borrower base is actually shrinking, dropping to 34.2 million. This selective portfolio approach boosts immediate value, but it fundamentally threatens Berry's long-term goal of achieving total financial inclusion for Indonesia Emas 2045. The root cause of the shrinking base lies at the front line. Under the one Mantri, one village model, our 31,000 active mantris are spread impossibly thin across nearly 70,000 villages. They're overloaded, forced to act as loan collectors, digital educators, and also business mappers. Because time is their most limited resource, a self-selection bias occurs. Mantris naturally retreat to servicing safe existing accounts rather than spending unrewarded hours chasing unproven borrowers. Ultimately, no corporate strategy designed in Jakarta will succeed if it chokes on the limited hours of a Mantri's working day. Compounding this frontline overload is a fundamental disconnect between corporate credit standards and rural realities. We call this the survival mindset. Corporate algorithms expect segregated, clean financials, but at the village level, like the local warung pictures you see here, merchants provide daily household stability over business expansion. Their business capital and family grocery funds are constantly mixed in the exact same cash drawer. To a traditional banking algorithm, this cash mixing is instantly flagged as a high credit risk, and it gets rejected. We are essentially penalizing rural entrepreneurs for how they survive.
Just as what Nixon has said, to build a sustainable micro lending model, BRI must bridge the gap between corporate expectations and also the rural survival mindset. While traditional credit deems them as high risk, they're simply informal players trapped in a survival loop. Our strategy is in line with Arnie's suggestion. It pivots to the supply side education. Rather than restricting credit, investing in basic financial literacy triggers a powerful butterfly effect. As merchants build resilience, they organically qualify for higher credit tiers without forcing BRI to lower its underwriting standards. Through our Night Class graduation chain, we de-risk this pipeline. For the borrower side, we deploy incentive-linked micro-coaching to reduce operational risk. And for our bank side, we transform the Mantris classroom into a behavioral credit assessment channel. To scale without operational burnout, one single mantri simply could not handle hundreds and hundreds of one-to-one relationship at the same exact time. Therefore, we transition from the mantri from a one-on-one counselor to a one-to-many group educator. And this will come across two parallel stacks, track A and B. Track A, it will be female-oriented and focusing on stage F to B. This leverages the pre-existing weekly PNM Makar meetings that trains 20 to 30 women at once. And for track B, it will be a mixed segment, also focusing on stage F to B. It will run fortnightly at local DESA BRLian venues, and the Mantri will coach specific industry cohorts from the Clusterku Hidupku program, like farmers or weavers, ensuring that training matches their shared seasonal cash flow. After undergoing either tracks, they will proceed then to track C, which is an enterprise scale, and it focuses for track A and A star. Once the business becomes bankable, operational support is offloaded to premium partners like Link UMKM Premium for B2B supply contracts and Brilliantpreneur exhibitions, which will free Mantri for their high-level counseling. To engage survival mindset merchants, we avoid abstract jargons, as what's important is to catch the attention of our merchants. An example pitch would be, give me 15 minutes of your time to show you how to separate your business cash from your family wallet, and your next loan application will take half of the time. To save the Mantri's time from technical troubleshooting, we will split the digital onboarding into a 3-step called the Trust Loop, which is powered by the local Berry Link agents available in each village. Step 1, plant the seed. The Mantri outlines practical digital benefits and convinces them to jump into the world of digitalization. Step 2, pass the baton. The Mantri redirects the user to a local Berry Link kiosk to help them get started. Step 3, we can finally close the loop because rural clients already frequently visit the Berry Link kiosk to deposit cash. They would have zero hesitation to reach out this time around. The agents will then help them download Berry Mobile or Link UMKM, help them register their profile, and explain the interface of this app in their own local dialect to make sure that they can understand this app thoroughly. And then, to guarantee active agent participation, the BERI Link Growth Program offers an incentive structure that could be in either forms of one, referral code, which is more short term, but it can yield instant points for high value physical rewards under the Kado BERI Link program to drive immediate registration velocity. Or two, they can go through the trailing commission, which is long term, and it allocates 10% to 20% cut of the bank's fees income generated by that merchant's active digital transaction volume for the first 6 months, rewarding ongoing digital mentoring. By aligning the incentives of the merchants, the mantri, and the agent, BERI builds a self-sustaining ecosystem of trust that securely expands financial inclusion.
Let's talk about the biggest problem in rural microfinance, and that is the lack of information. Traditional banks see merchants without formal audited books and instantly flag them as high risk, but these business owners aren't high risk characters. They're just trapped in a day-to-day survival loop. To bridge this gap, we're proposing behavior-based scoring, like Agnes said earlier. Instead of demanding paperwork you don't have, we turn our one-to-many training sessions into a live behavioral audit. While the Munchie teaches, they're actively observing. First, we track active billing, who shows up and who asks real questions, and we map their risk mindset through interactive exercises. Finally, we analyze social dynamics. When you put 30 merchants in a room, peer reputation surface naturally. The community already knows who is reliable and who is reckless. And we have proposed using very spot credit rubric. Now we know that gut feeling don't drive credit approvals. To keep our standardized, we've made these observations into very spot credit score rubric. We look at three heavily weighted categories. Category 1 is participation and comprehension. We track their attendance across sessions and see if they implement their knowledge. Category is financial discipline at 35%. Can they physically separate their funds? When we ask situations like if a storm hits your harvest next month, what's the plan? Do they have a real answer or no plan at all? Category 3 is the digital readiness at 15%. Once the BRI Link agents hands off the tech, we track about 30 days transactional volume on the app. This will give us a behavioral trust score from 0 to 100. A score between 80 and 100 accelerates their credit approval via BRI Spot, fast tracking their progression. A score below 40 flags them for targeted monthly mentoring. And we also have covered our risk mitigation blueprint. We know that agents have their own capability. BRI Link agents are independent operators, not standardized employees. To ensure that they can handle low literacy users, we are requiring a quick digital ambassador certification before they unlock any referral codes that they may receive. Second is incentive sustainability. We know that paying out massive flat referral bonuses could drain our budget eventually. Instead, our revenue share model is entirely self-funding. Agents get a cut of the net transactions fee income from the merchants that they actually generate. If the bank doesn't make money, we don't pay out anything. Third is the B2B friction. Corporate buyers will hate dealing with unstandardized suppliers. We are grouping Cluster Kuhiduku merchants into pre-screened cooperatives and kicking off a tight three-village pilot first before releasing a national debut. Finally, is assessment bias. We've completely replaced open-ended character judgments with objective rubrics that we showed you earlier. And for our social value prioritization, we know that as a state-owned enterprise, we carry a heavy dual mandate, and that is commercial returns and national development. Let's be entirely pragmatic. We know that BRI is a commercial bank, not a charity case. If we try to fix every social issue, we will face a strategic drift and an operational burnout. We apply a strict business social filter. We only fund social initiatives when they are directly act as a de-risking mechanism for our lending portfolio. Under this filter, we prioritize two areas. Track A, and that is financial literacy. By teaching ultra micro merchants to separate household budgets from business capital before they borrow, we ensure that loan capital isn't accidentally drained by families' emergencies and preventing any defaults. Track B is digital onboarding. By shifting cash dependent merchants onto BRI or Link UMKM, you will cure economic invisibility. It builds a verified transaction history and cuts out any high-risk physical cash handling. So we know that, so from this, social value is in corporate charity costs. It is our most powerful risk management tool. So at the end of the day, this strategy isn't about spreadsheet or digital metrics. It's about our people. By investing deeply in basic financial literacy, we believe that we aren't just waiting around the clock for low-risk bankable borrowers to magically appear in rural villages. We are active partners, building them from the ground up. And most importantly, this strategy protects the human heart of Bank Rakyat Indonesia, our frontline workers. By offloading the manual chore of the app installation to our BRI Link agents, we give our 31,000 mantris their working hours back, and we free them up to do what they do best, and that is get back on their motorcycles, look out for merchants in the eye, and do their character-based trust and real relationship building with the merchants. That human trust is what secures our 701 trillion portfolio. That is how we ensure that when Indonesia's small businesses step up and naik kelas, BRI is right there climbing the ladder with them. Thank you very much for listening to our presentation.